Most people think making it past 70 is all about luck or good genes. But what if your body is already showing quiet warning signs, clues about how many healthy years you really have left? Today, we'll follow Vernon's story because the 7 signs he missed might be showing up in your life too. If staying sharp, strong, and independent matters to you or someone you love, tap like so others can see this and subscribe for simple, real advice to help you age well. Let me tell you about Vernon. He's 74 now, retired electrician, widowed 5 years ago, lives just outside Tucson. Never smoked. Ate fairly well. Walked his dog most mornings. But lately, things felt different. It started small. He'd go to grab a word mid-conversation, and it wouldn't come. Walk up the stairs, and feel out of breath halfway up. Drop his keys, and need the counter to help bend down. Then came the worst moment. He was picking up his grandson from daycare, something he loved doing. As he stepped off the curb, his right leg trembled slightly. He caught himself, barely. But the look on his grandson's face stuck with him. He told me later, "I didn't fall. But I felt like a man who could. And that scared me." Maybe you've felt something similar. Not pain exactly. Not sickness. Just a slow, creeping sense that your body isn't quite listening the way it used to. You forget where you put things. You feel tired even after a full night's sleep. You hesitate on uneven ground, instinctively reaching for something to hold. These moments are easy to dismiss. A busy week. A bad night's sleep. Getting older, maybe. But Vernon's story reminds us, these little changes might be louder than they seem. They could be your body's early warning system, telling you it's time to take action, while you still can. Vernon spent over 40 years as an electrician, known in his neighborhood as the reliable guy for fixing flickering lights and faulty switches. Steady hands and precision were his trademarks, and he took pride in every job. Even after retiring, Vernon stayed connected to his craft by helping his son-in-law with small repairs around the house. But one afternoon last fall, while reaching into the breaker box, a task he'd done thousands of times, his hand trembled slightly. It wasn't a dramatic shake but enough to make the screwdriver slip. His fingers, once steady and dependable, didn't respond as they used to. In the following days, Vernon noticed more subtle changes. Simple tasks became harder, buttoning his shirt took longer, he missed keyholes more often, and writing his grocery list felt awkward. There was no pain, but these small struggles chipped away at his confidence. At first, Vernon kept these worries to himself, not wanting to admit his body was changing. But deep down, he knew this wasn't just normal aging, it was a loss of control, a quiet warning from his body. "It scared me," Vernon said. "Not because of pain, but because I couldn't trust my own hands anymore." For Vernon, his hands symbolized independence and identity, they kept him safe and steady. If his hands were weakening, what else might be slipping away? This slow loss of control is one of the earliest signs many seniors miss. It doesn't shout, it whispers through shaky grips and hesitation. Ignoring these signals can be dangerous, they're your body telling you something important is weakening. If caught early, strength can be regained, but most wait until a fall or injury forces their attention. Vernon's story reminds us, these quiet signs are warnings. Recognizing them early can mean the difference between keeping your independence and losing it. Sign 1. Weak grip strength. When Vernon first noticed his grip weakening, it was subtle at first, a jar lid that wouldn't budge, keys slipping from his fingers, or dropping a cup more than once. These little moments piled up, and with each one, a quiet worry grew. His hands, which had always been steady and reliable, suddenly felt unreliable. It wasn't just frustrating, it felt like a betrayal. Grip strength isn't just about holding things tightly. For seniors, it's a crucial measure of overall health and function. Studies have shown that weak grip strength can predict a range of serious health problems, from increased risk of falls to higher chances of disability and even heart disease. It's like your body's early warning system, telling you that muscle power and coordination are slipping. Vernon learned this the hard way. He realized that ignoring the weakness wouldn't make it go away, in fact, it would only get worse. So, he took action. He started a simple daily routine: squeezing a soft stress ball. It took just 2 minutes a day, but he focused on slow, controlled squeezes, really feeling the muscles in his fingers and palm work. At first, it was tough. His hand would tire quickly, and the ball didn't feel any softer. But Vernon stuck with it, day after day. Slowly, the strength returned. His grip grew firmer, and those frustrating moments started to fade. Opening jars became easier, his hands felt steadier, and he even noticed his confidence growing. Here's an analogy Vernon likes. Think of your hands as power plugs. When the connection is strong and solid, everything works smoothly, your devices charge, the lights stay on, and life flows without interruption. But when that connection weakens or frays, the power dims. Devices flicker or fail, and frustration sets in. Your hands are the connection between you and the world around you. When that grip weakens, it's not just about dropping things, it's about losing independence, making daily life harder, and feeling less in control. By recognizing this sign early and doing something about it, Vernon took back control of his body and his life. Grip strength is a small part of the bigger picture, but it has a big impact. It's about holding on to things, to confidence, and most importantly, to your freedom. If you've noticed your grip weakening, don't wait. Start simple exercises like Vernon's daily ball squeeze. It's a small step that can make a huge difference in how you move through your days, keeping you strong and independent for the years ahead. Sign 2. Slower walking speed. Vernon used to be known for his steady, confident stride. Neighbors joked that you could set your watch by his pace when he took his afternoon walks. But over the past year, something changed. His usual brisk pace slowed noticeably, almost imperceptibly at first, but enough that his daughter commented, "Dad, you're not walking as fast as you used to." That small observation hit Vernon harder than he expected. Walking speed is more than just a measure of how quickly you move from point A to point B for seniors. It's one of the most telling indicators of overall health and longevity. Researchers call it the sixth vital sign because it reflects the strength of your muscles, your cardiovascular health, balance, and even brain function. Studies have shown that slower walking speeds are linked to higher risks of hospitalization, disability, and even earlier mortality. Vernon realized that this wasn't just about being a little slower. It was his body signaling that something was off, that his health wasn't as robust as it once was. So, instead of ignoring it, he decided to take control. He began timing his walks around the block, tracking how long it took to complete the route. At first, he was slower than he wanted to be, but he set a goal to increase his pace gradually, day by day. Vernon started with short bursts of speed, mixing in some light jogging and quick steps. It wasn't about running a marathon, it was about regaining the efficiency and confidence in his movement. Think of your body like a Wi-Fi connection. When the signal is strong and fast, everything runs smoothly, data flows without interruption, and devices respond instantly. But when the speed drops, things lag, connections falter, and frustration builds. Slower walking speed is your body's way of telling you that your internal systems aren't communicating as efficiently as they should. By focusing on improving his walking speed, Vernon didn't just get fitter, he boosted his balance, muscle strength, and mental sharpness. Each step became a sign of progress, a small victory over decline. If you've noticed your pace slowing, don't dismiss it. Timed walks and gentle speed work can make a huge difference. It's a simple, practical way to tune up your body's Wi-Fi and keep moving strongly into the future. Sign 3. Loss of thigh muscle. Vernon started to notice something unsettling. His legs looked thinner in the mirror, and climbing stairs left him breathless and shaky. More than that, his legs just didn't feel as strong as they used to. The muscle that once powered his daily movements seemed to be fading away quietly. It wasn't just about appearance, it was a warning sign he couldn't ignore. Thigh muscles, especially the quadriceps, are the body's main support beams. They carry your weight, help you stand, walk, and balance. When these muscles weaken or shrink, it's like the pillars holding up a building start to crumble. Without a solid foundation, everything feels unstable, and the risk of fall skyrockets. Vernon's doctor explained that muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is common as we age, but it's not inevitable. What matters is how we respond. Vernon began doing simple sit-to-stand exercises every day, standing up from a chair slowly, using his thigh muscles to push himself upright, then sitting back down with control. It was basic, but powerful. These exercises worked the exact muscles that support his legs and hips. Over time, Vernon noticed more than just physical improvements. His confidence grew too. Tasks like getting up from a chair or walking to the mailbox became easier. His legs felt stronger, more reliable. Think of your legs like the foundation of a house. When the foundation is solid, the whole structure stands tall and steady. But if the foundation weakens, cracks appear, and the house becomes unsafe. Your legs are that foundation, holding you upright through every step of life. Losing thigh muscle doesn't have to mean losing your independence. With simple, consistent exercises like sit-to-stands, you can rebuild strength and stability. Vernon's story shows that even when muscles start to fade, there's always a way back to strength. If you've noticed your legs thinning or feeling weaker, start with these exercises. It's never too late to strengthen your foundation and stand tall again. Sign 4. Persistent fatigue. Vernon started waking up tired, even after a full night's sleep. Throughout the day, he felt drained, like his energy was leaking away, no matter how much he rested. It wasn't the usual tiredness after a long day, this was something deeper, persistent fatigue that crept into every moment. This kind of ongoing exhaustion is more than just feeling sleepy. For seniors, persistent fatigue can be a red flag signaling underlying health issues, like poor sleep quality, vitamin deficiencies, or even chronic inflammation. Vernon's doctor warned him that ignoring this warning could affect his immune system, mood, and ability to stay active. Determined to fight back, Vernon started with the basics, improving his sleep hygiene. He set a consistent bedtime, avoided screens before sleeping, and made his bedroom a quiet, dark sanctuary. Next, he made it a habit to get outside every morning, soaking up natural sunlight. That morning's sun helped reset his internal clock, boosting alertness and mood. Nutrition was another key piece. Vernon began focusing on balanced meals rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and lean proteins to fuel his body. He also stayed hydrated throughout the day, knowing dehydration could worsen fatigue. Think of your energy like an internal battery. When everything's connected and charged properly, you wake up refreshed and power through the day. But when your battery is poorly wired, due to lack of sunlight, bad sleep, or poor nutrition, it drains faster and recharges slower. You feel weak, foggy, and disconnected. Vernon's changes didn't bring instant miracles, but gradually, he felt the fog lift. The persistent heaviness gave way to more energy, clearer thinking, and a renewed zest for daily life. If you've been feeling drained without reason, take a page from Vernon's book. Improving your sleep, soaking in morning light, and fueling your body right can recharge your internal battery, and help you reclaim your vitality. Persistent fatigue isn't just getting old, it's your body asking for help. Listen closely. Sign 5. Declining sense of smell. One morning, Vernon poured his usual cup of coffee, expecting that rich, familiar aroma to fill the air. But something was wrong, he couldn't smell a thing. At first, he thought maybe the coffee was stale or his nose was just stuffy. But day after day, that sharp sense of smell didn't come back. Losing your sense of smell might seem like a small inconvenience, but for seniors, it can be a serious early warning sign. Research shows that a declining sense of smell often signals early brain changes, sometimes even before memory or thinking problems appear. It's like your brain's smoke alarm going off, trying to alert you to something beneath the surface. Vernon's doctor explained that the olfactory system, the pathway that connects the nose to the brain, can weaken with age or neurological conditions. But the good news? There's a way to keep it active and even strengthen it with simple smell training. Every day, Vernon started smelling strong, distinct scents like peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon, and coffee itself. He'd take slow, deep breaths, focusing on each aroma, trying to recall what it reminded him of. This exercise helped reconnect his brain to his nose, like rewiring a forgotten pathway. Think of your nose as the brain's smoke alarm. When it works, it catches danger early, from gas leaks to spoiled food, keeping you safe. When it fades, That warning system weakens, putting you at risk without even realizing it. Vernon's smell gradually improved, and with it came a stronger sense of security and awareness. Simple scent exercises helped him feel more connected to the world around him again. If you've noticed scents fading or disappearing, don't ignore it. Practice daily smell training with strong, familiar aromas. It's a small habit with a big impact, helping protect your brain health and keep your senses sharp for years to come. Sign 6. Slower reaction time. Vernon started noticing something unsettling. His hands just weren't as quick as they used to be. Simple things like catching dropped keys became a struggle. It wasn't just frustrating, it felt like his body was betraying him. What used to be automatic reflexes now seemed sluggish, delayed, and unpredictable. Slower reaction time is more than an annoyance for seniors. It's a hidden danger. When your reflexes lag, you're more likely to stumble or fall, and falls can lead to serious injuries. But slower reactions can also hint at cognitive changes happening behind the scenes, how quickly your brain processes information and sends commands to your muscles. Vernon realized he had to take action before these small slips turned into bigger problems. He started using simple hand-eye coordination exercises that didn't require fancy equipment, like tossing a soft ball against a wall and catching it, or playing quick response games on his tablet. These activities challenged his brain to think and move faster, sharpening his reflexes. Think of your reaction time like the brakes on a car. When they work well, you stop smoothly and safely. But if the brakes are slow or faulty, every stop becomes risky. Your body's brakes slow down as you age, but the good news is you can retrain them. With consistent practice, Vernon noticed subtle but powerful improvements. He caught his keys without fumbling and felt more confident moving around. His brain was relearning to process and respond quickly, like rewiring an old circuit for better performance. If you've felt your reaction slow or find yourself dropping things more often, don't ignore it. Engage in activities that challenge your reflexes daily. Just a few minutes of focused practice can help retrain your body's brakes, reduce fall risk, and keep your mind sharp. It's a small step that makes a big difference in staying independent and safe. Sign 7. Emotional numbness. Lately, Vernon's wife noticed something different. He seemed distant, less engaged, and emotionally flat. The lively man she knew now wore a quiet, almost numb expression. Vernon himself felt it too, a dullness inside that made even things he once loved feel muted. It worried them both. Emotional numbness isn't just feeling sad or tired. For seniors, it can be a sign of deeper issues like depression or early cognitive changes. When your emotions dull, it affects your motivation, relationships, and overall quality of life. It's like watching life's colors fade to gray. Vernon's doctor explained that the brain's emotional centers can slow down or become less responsive with age or illness. But there's hope. Just like muscles need movement, emotions need stimulation to stay vibrant. Vernon started small. He reintroduced music into his daily routine, songs that once made him smile or tap his foot. He made a point to connect more with friends and family, even if it felt hard at first. And he began taking gentle walks outside, letting fresh air and sunlight help lift his mood naturally. Think of your emotions like a painter's canvas. Over time, without attention, the colors can fade. But with care, music, connection, nature, those colors can come alive again, bright and rich. Slowly, Vernon felt the numbness give way to moments of joy and warmth. His laughter returned, and so did his spark. He realized emotional health is just as important as physical strength in aging well. If you or a loved one feel this emotional flatness creeping in, don't ignore it. Seek small ways to reconnect with joy, through music, social time, or nature. These simple acts can bring color back to life's canvas and help you feel alive again. Research confirms what Vernon's story shows us. Paying attention to these early warning signs can add 5 or more quality years to your life. These aren't just normal aches or quirks of aging, they're vital signals your body sends to help you take action before bigger problems arise. Ignoring them means missing the chance to stay strong, independent, and vibrant longer. Vernon's progress proves that with simple, consistent effort, you can reverse decline and reclaim control. Strengthening your grip, speeding up your walk, rebuilding leg muscles, boosting energy, sharpening your senses, retraining your reflexes, and reconnecting emotionally. Each step counts toward more active years ahead. Have you noticed any of these signs in yourself or someone you care about? How did you respond? Sharing your experience below could encourage others facing the same challenges. If you want real, practical advice to age powerfully and confidently, hit subscribe and join our community. Together, we can turn the challenges of aging into opportunities for better health and freedom. You're not broken, just ready to be cared for. Like Vernon, small daily actions can add years to your life, and life to your years. Start today. You've got this. We've got your back.